Hi everyone, I'm Sir Leiberg from ArgCades, and in this video I'm going to release this PinArcade build for two screens for vertical mode or portrait. Uh, um, while this is extracting, I want to comment a little bit what this is about. Uh, Once it's extracted, you have to run a file, so this file will configure your FX3, your pinball, uh, your your layout of the build according to your screen resolution. So uh, you have to check that and see if it's on the list of the resolutions that this will accept, and that's all. You have to, of course, install the same visual and DirectX dependencies of any other CoinOps build, but that's it. This video that you're seeing here, it's a fresh Windows 10 install. The version is the 1909, and the only thing that I installed was a visual dependency for OBS, WinRAR to extract the build, and the video driver of my graphic card. That's all. So this is as easy as will always be, and we will fast forward this part and I'll be back. Hi everyone. Okay, I want to do this quickly as possible. I'm going to show you now that this is fresh install Windows 10. Here's the version. It's not even the latest, 1909, and the only thing that I have installed here is OBS with the Visual Studio dependency for that, and here's the build that I extracted, and this is the dependencies of CoinOps. So you have to install DirectX and Visual. I will install it right now just to show. It doesn't take long. Okay, that's DirectX, and well, I already have this installed. Yeah. Okay. Another thing, according to your resolution, you have to run one of these scripts or configuration files. In my case, I have this 1080p playfield and 1366 by 768 backglass. So I will run this. It's done, and now you have to run CoinOps with administration privilege. CoinOps itself doesn't require that, but Future Pinball some tables that. So you need to run it so it can allow Future Pinball to run properly. We will have issues now that I want to solve in this video. Some things that you might come up with. For example, the Future Pinball not showing on the correct screen, or MAME not running on the correct screen. So I'm making this video to sort these kind of troubles. So let's get to it. It asks if we want to run it. Put yes, and it's running. Okay, first let's go to MAME. Hold a sec. It's too loud. Okay. So I'll run one game, any game, and as you can see, it's showing on the back glass. This is an uncommon error. This is because it's taking my back glass as a main screen, as display 1 instead of 2, and it will not happen on most setups, but I want to sort these kind of things, so anyone who has an issue can solve it. So we go to emulators, MAME, and we scroll down until we come to the MAME.ini file. I will put this to see. So I can see the extension. Okay, this is the main.ini that I open here, and we scroll down until we come up with this part of the configuration. So as you can see, it's set to display 1. If my playfield was detected as display 1, it will show properly, but it depends sometimes on the video card which output is display 1 and what output is display 2. So it doesn't matter if you configure your first screen as principal or main screen. This is another part of configuration, and that doesn't depend on that. So I would put here 2. If you have more than 2 displays, it may be 3 or 4 or whatever. Just okay. We save, and that's all you need to do for that. We will run it again, and let's enter. And we run the same game, and now it will show properly on the playfield. So that's for that, and we will back are here. Let's show one more game just for fun. Okay. I think I put my own bezel for this. Yes. So as you can see, it's working perfect. Okay. So let's get out of here, and now let's see what I was saying about future pinball. It may or may not run on the proper screen. We will see now. Let's run this. And as you can see, it's launching on the second screen, the playfield and the back glass also. So this is an easy fix. We back out here, we exit, we go to install. My setup is currently 1080p with 1366 by 768, but I have to switch the future pinball screens. So I double click here and it should be fixed. Let's check if now it runs or not. Let's launch the same table and it should run on the proper screen. And as you can see, it's already loading. And that's it, it's running. Okay, so that part is okay. Now we go to Pinball FX3. Pinball FX3 runs kind of out of the box, but I had an issue with Pinball FX2 that there's only 4 tables for that. Pinball FX3, it works fine, but with FX2 I have some issues. Let's see right now. This is FX3, and when you go to cabinet support, it's already configured everything. So what everyone needs to do to translate this to FX2 is take note of this configuration right here, or all the numbers, and when you go to FX2, for example, well, I'll skip that one. Plants versus Zombies is an FX2 table, and as you can see, it's not showing the DMD and the backlash properly on the second screen. So what you need to do is press escape or start on your controller and go to cabinet support, enable both, and copy all the data. I have here 1413, it's just copy and paste all the data from the other. Here's 1080, here's 0 size, and that's all. You back here, back again. You can close now, and you can open even another FX2 table like this one, and it will work the same. That's the only error with Pinball FX. The rest is working out of the box. Okay, I guess that's all. I didn't find any other errors on this build, but have in mind that you will need to have your playfield vertically in a portrait mode, and the second screen should be on this spot. There are kind of like by default. If I put this on landscape, you will not see it right now. If I flip it, by default it will be on that position. And always have this one as your main screen, yes, and always the one to the left of the two, or doesn't matter if your main screen says 2 and your backglass says 1. Always put your playfield to the left and your backglass to the right. That's all. And I think that's all I have to say about this install. This is a fresh installation of Windows. I didn't put anything but the NVIDIA drivers here and WinRAR to extract it, and it works. And it works also future Pinball. All the tables are tested, so I don't think that it will be any troubles. I will love to show. I will try to show if I put another resolution here. I will try. Let's say that I have 1600 by 900. Okay. And the second, I will. No, I can't put that. Okay. Let's put about the same. Okay. So this is more uncommon. Let me see if I can stretch a little bit this so you can see better. It will be kind of stretch, and I will try to show you now the 4x3 option that I included for the backglass. So I'll put that. Okay. Yeah. Now we go. All right. So let's say I have playfield 1366 by 768 and backglass 1280 by 1024. So we can close this, go here, launch the install, and we will look for that, and it's here. So I will launch it, and that should be all. Let's see if it works. Launch as administrator. And it's working. But there is my second screen is stretching, so I will fix that so it doesn't stretch to that resolution. Okay, I will say that you will see that normally, so I will do that. But I want to, if you go to settings here, I include this. So this is the default, and if you change that to this one, you will have to run this again. This is for two 16 by 9 aspect ratio screens, but I will use now a 4x3 configuration for the backglass. So I will run this, and that should enable that second screen bezel that I made for showing up the marquee on the main. That's all. The rest of the build is just stretching to 4x3, but this will show a different bezel for the second screen. As you can see, it's also the marquee on the middle, and the logo on the bottom, and that's all. It's just to give a different look. And the arcade world kind of lights up and goes back to fade. I just give a different look, and all should be working the same. Let's try one game, and it launches and it works. Okay, I think that's all. Let's check another, and that's all. It all works the same, just the second screen will show that kind of bezel for the arcade part. To also mark, I don't have my controller plugged, but with an Xbox controller, if you press X, it will switch between the different playlists, vertical, horizontal, all, and favorites. And if you press B, it will add that game to the favorites list. And if you press select or back on the Xbox controller, it will remove that game from favorites. And if you press Y, it will go back to the main screen. That's also for Pinball FX3 and Future Pinball. They all have a favorite and all. As you can see in the top left corner, you can switch between favorites and all. I think that's all. I hope you all enjoy the build, and if you have any issues at all, you can contact me here on Discord, on Facebook, doesn't matter. And if you want to support me, please send me a message. I'm very thankful for the people that support me. They help a lot, so I can continue to do this and expand this build. The idea of this build is add consoles at different platforms, and possibly also Visual Pinball. So that's all. Hope you like the video and leave a comment. Bye.